Hey YouTube, it's the Libra Finesse here, back with another video. Today I want to talk about a YouTube reader who I visit frequently. Her channel, her name is, her channel is Readings by Maevelous. That's her channel name, and she does readings on all signs. But of course, Libra Finesse picks up on Libras. So she did a reading. It was titled, "If I Could Just Give Up the Devil in My Heart and Love You Right." And I read through the comments of that, and I was just like, wow. Me personally, I have dealt with that, and I know what that feels like on the other end, because the person I was dealing with is, I'm like, damn, can you just get rid of the demon so we can move on? But it's easier said than done. I know that for a fact. So me personally, I haven't had to deal with that within myself, but I've had to deal with it within a relationship. You know, my better half at the time, just fighting off a lot of demons, and we come from two different sides of the world. You know, he comes from a harder walk of life than I have come from. So, you know, things that are easier for me to brush off weren't as easy for him to brush off, and vice versa. So Maevelous gets into her reading. She does a peek of the past, and then she does an extended, and then she does like a personal. So some of the readings are broken into 3 sections, but she talks about the peek of the past and it being conflicting energy, you know, or either not even speaking to that person. She said communication is at a breakdown, and the cards that she pulled, it was 2 5s, and they represented betrayal and heartbreak. So at that time when she was talking about that, I'm like, I can resonate with this, because not myself, I'm not heartbroken, but I can only imagine what the other person is going through, because, you know, they can't fight off their demons. They don't know what's wrong with them. They don't know why they do the things that they do. It's crazy. So she went on to say that, you know, the love is not tarnished for Libra. Meaning that person, you know, whoever you're going through it with, you know, either resonate or it don't. But if you are going through that, and that person, the love, everything that you guys are going through, that love is not tarnished for you. They still love you. In the past, they felt that they needed to control the relationship. And also on the flip side, she talks about the Libra being able to release and let the relationship unfold. So on one side, it's one person trying to control everything, and then on the other side, she's saying, okay, on the flip side, let the relationship just unfold. Basically, not wing it, but just live day by day. Go with the flow of stuff. You know, if something bothers you, okay, we understand that, but don't pick a fight about everything. Just let the relationship unfold. You know, people are gonna show you who they truly are, no doubt. She said the person is very possessive. And I can relate to that, because not me personally, but the person I was dealing with was very possessive. But on the same hand, they're afraid to lose you. So they do things accordingly only to them. And that's another thing. We do things that we feel is right. How often do you do something and think about, oh, I wonder, does so-and-so feel like this is right? Hell no. You do it like, oh, I feel good, it feel right to me, I'm going to keep doing it. And that's not always a way to live. I get it, though, because I do that, too. I'm like, it feel good to me, I'm going to do it. But that's, you know, in a relationship, we have to think about that other person. And that's something that we need to exercise into putting into play. Like, okay, if you have somebody that you're dealing with, before you take a leap and do something drastic, think about how that person would feel. Easier said than done, though. She talked about how this person has come to understand that Libra deserves love. And maybe that person wasn't giving you what you needed or what they know that you deserved. I've experienced that too. So they had the chance and it was taken away. And that probably was Libra, or vice versa. That they had the chance and it was pulled right up from under them like a damn rug, because they didn't do what they knew Libra was deserving of. They didn't act, or they didn't, you know, perform the way that they knew Libra was deserving of, or give the love. You know, just broken down, just give the love that they know Libra deserves. And it's hindsight is 2020. You recognize some shit when it's walking away, when it's damn near gone, you know? She also talks about the person is like, okay, we talked about the issue and we're cool. But Libras We need to talk about it and come to a resolve. So there may be a second, third, fourth talk that needs to be had. And people don't understand that, because in order for a resolve to happen or to take place, I feel like there's steps that need to be taken. Shit. It ain't just, okay, we talk, we cool. No, we talked about what and what's going to happen. What's the next steps in this? So again, she talked about there may be a talk that needs to be had so that we can work on, maintain, and balance and just be, but in a healthier state, in a healthier place. She talks about gaps in communications and action. You know, people might have a good streak, a good 1-2 week streak, and then they fall off for 4 months. You know, and you're like, damn, we was doing good. And then all of a sudden, so that gaps in communication and action is serious. You got to fill those gaps, basically, is what she's saying. She talks about the person wanting a new, truthful beginning. They feel affected by your new boundaries. Now, Libra will go along with the fuck shit for a minute. And I'm speaking from personal experience, and then we just get tired of it and like, damn, you know, this is not helping. This is not doing nothing but hindering. We'll place boundaries. We'll draw the line in the sand. And if that person's uncomfortable with it, so be it. That's how I feel. Yeah, I didn't put up with it, but damn, how could you be so selfish and stupid to think that a person wouldn't get tired? If you know, and everybody know when they doing some fuck shit. So if you know you doing some fuck shit, don't ever think that person not going to get tired of it. And I'm not saying never do anything, because nobody's perfect, but do it and clean it up. Because people get tired of that shit. So this person that you were dealing with were probably affected by your new boundaries. It makes them feel uncomfortable. She talks about them feeling the disconnect. You know, many people are guided by my words rather than my actions. And Libras make people feel good. So be guided by my actions. You know, my words, yeah, they'll make you feel good, but I'm watching a motherfucker's actions. The hell with your words, because you can say anything to me, and it can mean something totally different. So I'm watching your actions. I'm watching how you move. And not a lot of people do that. They really don't. They really don't. She talks about the things you experience in life make you who you are. And some people have been through so much shit, and it made them who they are. And it's okay. But is that okay for you? Is that okay for Libra? Is basically what she was getting down to. Like, I've been through a lot of things, and it's made me who I am. And some people don't like me, and some people love the shit out of me. It's just what it is. You know, am I supposed to change that? No. I'm going to still be me to kingdom come. I'm going to still be who I am. Am I outright nasty to people all the time? Hell no. I try my best. And if, like I said in previous videos, if my best ain't enough, fuck out of here. She goes into the personal section of the reading and saying that this person feels, whoever you're dealing with, feels that it's a slap in the face, you leaving them knowing how they feel about you. That shit made me laugh. Because I'm going to leave. I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. If I have to leave you, I just have to leave you. I'm not going to sit and contemplate, he do some fucked up shit, but he really loved me. No, you do some fucked up shit and I got to leave. Like, I'm not going to sit up because if you really loved me, it was showing your actions. So I laughed at that, because I'm like, wow, what a selfish person to think that I'm slapping them in the face because I'm leaving knowing how they feel. Obviously, I'm leaving for a reason. People, things are two-sided. You can't just shovel all the bullshit on one person. To me, that's shoveling all the shit on one person. Oh, you gonna leave knowing how I feel about you? Go look in the mirror. Why am I leaving? Go do some soul searching in that bathroom mirror, partner. Deuces. And she talks about them not being able to handle the truth. And then she pulled a card, and it was Earth energy. Earth is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So if you're dealing with somebody within that energy, they can't handle the truth. And they see you as a difficult opponent or challenge. And I always tell people that I am the challenge. Because I'm not going to flex, bend, move, and do the shit that you want me to do all the time. Yeah, I'm nice and I'm passive about things. But that's not me all the time. You know, it just depends on the day, how I'm feeling, and exactly what are the circumstances. If it's little stuff, like I pick and choose my battles. I'm not about to fight and argue with you over you leaving the bread out. Or, you didn't do the laundry today. Like that stuff, no. I'm not going to fight and argue about that. But I am a challenge, and I will pick your brain when it comes to other issues. So, you know, a lot of people, they can't handle the truth. And I'm going to give you the truth at all times. I'm going to give you the truth. Now, I've had the wool pulled over my eyes, and I've went with the fuck shit before. But, again, people, if you're doing that, you got to know that that person is not always going to be up for that. And that person is looking at you like, oh, God, here we go, another lie. But, okay, come on, tell it, Leroy, tell it. Tell us this lie. But we sitting back looking at Leroy like, this motherfucker. No, he lying. So people, I'm not to say that nobody's going to go along with it, but people know their levels. My dad used to always tell me, only you know when you've had enough. So pick and choose. Either it resonate with you or it don't. Hopefully it don't. But if it do, pick and choose. You know when you had enough. She talks about the other person seeing our truth. Many people can feel like we have moved on because of the distance, and moved on meaning with someone else. And that may not be the story. I have ghosted people before, and it's been for me. It hasn't been because I met a new guy or anything. It's been for me because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this shit no more. So I'll just pull myself back completely. Is that the healthiest way to go about it? No. But the people I've dealt with, if you address the issue with them, they'll turn it on you like it's your fault. And that's the shit that I don't want to deal with. So in order to save face and save an argument, I'll just pull back. I'll cold turkey a motherfucker. And that's not healthy. I know it. But do I care? No, not really. Because look at why I cold turkeyed you. Look at how many lies you've told. Look at the bullshit that you've tried to have me in. And I've just said, you know what? Okay, enough. It's not even worth it at that point. She talks about this person missing the nurturing that the Libra offers. We are very nurturing. Libras will cater to your ass. Like, straight up. I have found myself doing that because I just love that person and I want to see them happy. And, you know, when you're with somebody, you want to see them happy. You don't want to see them frown and fucked up in the face all the time. So Libras will cater to your ass. And this person, whoever this is missing that. Missing that, straight up. She talks about clearing out the junk to get to the heart of the truth. In some instances, shit is so far past resolve, but it's not impossible. So if this is you and you're in a relationship with somebody and you feel like the shit is just so fucked up, it might be, but it's not impossible to repair. It just takes time and effort. Hell, and if you ain't willing to put that time and effort in, I guess it is impossible. But she talks about don't let the past come back. It's up to you. Again, that's your choice. If you want to let them come back or not, whether they want to come back to make up, have a heart-to-heart. Communication needs to be reinvented is what she says. Don't just let the past come back and it be the same bullshit. If you let the past come back, be looking for those signs. Okay, this person has changed and we're making strides in this area. And I'm not talking about temporary change either. So, of course, you have to give it some time, but you'll know if a person is sincere or not. Everybody knows if someone is sincere or not. She talks about Libra making them extremely happy. Again, Libras are nurturing. So whoever we deal with, we just want to see them happy. We just want to see them grow and glow like us. She talks about that person's mentality. They don't want you to know how much power you have. And I've dealt with people like that. Like, I'd be like, I know they know that I got the power in this, but okay, I'll let you feel like you got the power for now. But me dealing with an earth sign, I've dealt with that, where he felt like he had all the power in the fucking world and he didn't want to let me know exactly how I made him feel or how much he loved me. And I could see it when he opens up, you know, from time to time, but it wasn't something that was just shown all the time. And me, I like to see, hear, smell, taste, touch shit all the time. I want to know, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. And I want you to tell me. So I would see it sometimes, but I can always see that he was holding back because he didn't want me to see how deep he was falling. And she also said they try to show you, they try to show you by standing tall. They try to show you, you know, that you're not in control. They're standing tall. And that's fine. They can stand tall, but I can still be in control. They realize they need to step up and make effort. Yes, yes, and yes. Don't let the past come back with the same bullshit. Make them step up. Make them make that effort. Sometimes people need to be thrusted into those situations, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. If it's a mutual feeling and y'all know y'all want to be together, but y'all know the communication needs to be reinvented, by all means, do you, boo. She says the Libra wants to put forth something and see it working. And not working insanity, like, oh, I keep doing the same thing and no results. Doing the same thing and no results. No, we Libras like to put forth stuff, and we like to see it. So if you plant a seed in the ground and you notice that it starts growing, you're happy. But if you plant a seed in the ground and 2 weeks later you come back and nothing's growing, you're like, wow. So I plant another seed, nothing's happening. Plant another seed, nothing's happening. That's insanity. You're doing the same thing, expecting different results. No, Libras like to put forth that effort and see that the results are manifesting. So if you're planting a seed and it's not growing, you're watering it, you're nurturing it, you're doing everything, and it's not growing, maybe it's the soil. Plant it differently. Plant it in a different location. Just a little food for thought there. She also talks about, if it's the same old lame old, we out. Libras are gone. If we putting forth the same good, loving, caring, nurturing effort, and we're not getting shit out of it, She talks about Libras not boxing themselves in, knowing we have options. If you a Libra, you got options, straight up. Straight up and down, you got options and you know it. But if your heart is with somebody, I totally get it. I understand that. When my heart is with someone, I can't move on until I've had the closure that I need from within. It has nothing to do with them. I don't need closure from them. I have to give myself the closure. So I can totally understand that. But a Libra's not going to stick around for no dumb shit. We keep trying, and you're not helping out at all. And she talks about our person being the complete opposite. They can just stick around for the fuck shit for 10, 20, 30 years. They can just stick around for it. Okay, I'll try this, no effort. Okay, try this again. Nothing's happening, try this again. They can just keep doing it. Libras are totally opposite. She says at the end of this cycle, I believe she was referring to the Mercury retrograde, things will work out. Communication needs to be had, though. She talks about that. Communication needs to be reinvented. Get on that. This other person has the tendency to go towards wrong people. Oh my God, that blew me out the water, because I know firsthand what that's like for a person that you love to just keep going back to some stupid shit. And it's like everybody sees it. Everybody in the world, blind, crippled, crazy, they see it, but that person don't see it. So at that point, hell, you just got to let them go. Let them go towards what they feel is right. And when they figure it out, if you're available, hey, let's do it. If not, sorry, plan, moving right along. She says the Libra comes along and has presented themselves to this person in a way that they're not used to dealing with. So they stay in toxicity, the other person, because they're not used to dealing with someone with class and integrity. And, they may be just good nurturing. They're not used to that. A lot of people aren't used to love. A lot of people were raised on survival. They weren't raised on love. Not to say they didn't get love, but they weren't raised on it. So it's a difference. It's a big difference. And Libras come into this person's life and just, they sing in a whole new world like Aladdin. They didn't expect this. They really didn't expect it. So it's more comfortable for them to go back to toxicity. And if that's the person that you're dealing with, let them go back. They'll figure it out. Because terrible habits equal unsuccessful relationships is what Maevelous talks about. Relinquish. She says, give up the devil for success. Give up the devil. Pray about it. Cleanse yourself. If you're cross-watching, cleanse yourself. Give up the devil so that you can have success, because she says this person wants it all with Libra and they're ready to make up. And luck is changing. But you have to give up the devil, relinquish it if you want to have success. And I totally understand that. You can't be successful and have the devil riding on your back. Fuck the shoulder. He on your whole back. You can't. You have to cleanse your mind. Prepare yourself for the goodness. And like she says, terrible habits equal unsuccessful relationships. That's why they keep going back to the toxicity. Because they're used to that. They're not used to someone with class. They're not used to someone with integrity. And if this is you cross-watching, get it together. If this is you, Libra, let them be. They'll come back. And if you're available, so be it. And if not, hey, so be it. Life goes on, honey. There's plenty of people in the world. I tell this to everybody. There's plenty of people in the world. There's just no one set person for you. There's plenty of people in the world. You have options. At every given moment in time, you have options. Take those options. Share your mind with me in the comments below and let me know your options. Let me know how you feel about the reading that Maevelous did. This is Libra Finesse. Stay blessed.